Okay, this is part 2 of the Black Nativity saga story. Big story here. This is like I just said in the part 1, a movie that came out in 2013 based on the author and the playwright Langston Hughes from 1960. Now, I've entitled this video The Black Nativity and the Four Horsemen. Please watch part 1. The Black Jesus, Black Nativity Antichrist, is a foretelling of Barack Obama. And the Four Horsemen, I believe, now firmly after, yes, I've changed my view. I've been up and down like any human being over the years, thinking, trying to understand the seasons and times that we're in. But I think I'm solid now. I'm solid on this anyway. The Four Horsemen, I believe, began to ride with the birth of Barack Hussein Obama. And the elite have always shown this. When you go looking for corresponding movies to show the heralds, this is heralding, this is the fair warning, this is the prophesizing of the, of Hollywood, because they do this. This is called predictive programming. They forewarn, they tell the world their plans or what's coming next or what they intend to do. As good little gentlemen of the Illuminati. That's their creed. Okay? And they're following the biblical script. Ultimately, they're heading towards, and they know it, the Battle of Armageddon. They've been conned by Lucifer, seduced, lied to, believed it though, that they're going to win this battle, upcoming battle, and that's why the battle happens for otherwise it wouldn't happen if there was an opposing force that didn't believe that they couldn't win it. No one would go into battle if you didn't think you could win it. Alright, the Black Nativity and the Four Horsemen. Barack Obama was born. We all know that when it started for him, or the alleged date. 4 months and 8 days later is the Black Nativity play by Langston Hughes, the retelling of the classic nativity story in an entirely black cast. The first performance of this was on the 11th of December 1961. It wasn't a movie, it was a play. Okay, after the man was born himself, 4 months and 8 days later, they launched the play, the script for a black Jesus, a black nativity. Antichrist, son of perdition, man of sin, 666 man. He's known by many names, like the End of Times trailer, Movie Man trailers on YouTube for the movie End of Days, 1999, Arnold Schwarzenegger. He's known by many names: Lucifer, Beelzebub, the devil, Satan, the dragon, but has only one number, 666. 4th of August 1961, the breakdown of time between that and the Four Horsemen movie, which haven't shown here, but I've covered this in previous videos. There is an epic movie called The Four Horsemen of the Apocalypse that came out in 1962. It's free to watch. Can't say exactly where. I found it on YouTube and I've halfway watched it. But the opening scene is just so dramatic with the appearance of the Four Horsemen. Highly recommend you go and watch this movie. So, again, more programming that the elite believed that the Four Horsemen started to ride when Barack Obama was born. Now, you would come to understand and believe this yourself if you were to purchase my 23-page book. The 666 story begins here, and you see how the Bible from the 1300s has been divided up into chapters to the number of his name, gives the name Barack as well, gives the whole game away that God inspired man to put the chapters in the Bibles in the 1300s prior to the King James Bible, obviously, by 300 years. We were in the Matthew Henry's Bible, the Geneva Bible, the Bishop's Bible, all that was going on before the King James 1611 came out. Now, yeah, there's a code in there that you'll see that permeates a lot of what the elite do today in their programming, their scheduling of events, orchestration and performance. 4th of August 1961, the breakdown of time between that and the release date. Oh, look at that. The release date was in Washington, D.C. Amazing. Not many movies you see on International Movie Database will actually have a release date or an actual release in Washington, D.C. with a premiere. But they did in this case, 7th of February 1962. To Obama's numbers, born on the 4th of the 8th, 61, 216th day of the year. After his birth, in commemoration, commiseration, in adoration, in effectively worship of the beast man, let's make a movie about his arrival and the corresponding four horsemen of the apocalypse. Now, there's a great song by John Campbell, the former, he's gone now, country and western singer. I suggest if you don't know anything about it, go and watch it or listen to the lyrics. Fantastic song, The Four Horsemen. Barack Hussein Obama visits the Church of the Nativity in Bethlehem. Let's get that backdrop going again. The visuals are also important, I believe, not just written information on paper. Okay, so how did this movie play out with Barack Obama's actions and timeline? Well, Barack Obama did visit the Church of the Nativity in Bethlehem, the actual birthplace to this day that is considered, the location that's considered the birthplace of Christ, Jesus the Messiah, being in Bethlehem. And he visited that on Friday the 22nd of March, 2013. 8 months and 4 days later is the first release worldwide in the USA. Really? The movie's based obviously on the Langston Hughes Black Nativity play from 1961. And there's a breakdown between the first release and the last release, and I've just checked the last release dates, and it's still the same. They haven't amended that. They haven't changed it. They haven't given a new release date with another staggered release date. It's still the same. So November 14th, 6th to be exact, was the last release in Sweden, and there are 4 months and 8 days plus 216 days between that. Obama born on the 4th of the 8th, 216th day of the year. Movie Pie, Faith and Chaos, Wikipedia page number 216. The elite are into detail, right? I'm a details man too, so nothing, when I go looking for stuff, I eventually get there and uncover what they've done, the past that brought us to the present, and the same system continues into the future, especially to 2030. So I'll write this in the blog underneath to give people the time to digest, compute, mull it over, figure it out in their minds. But it all went down already. All of that on that page is the past. Please do your own follow-up research and own the truth. Thanks for listening.